This is ABC15 Mornings.
The pandemic is not over.
There's a lot of infections across America. What's driving that?
Cases increasing across the country and the state of Arizona.
Packing up and moving out.
A shift to remote work has allowed people to decouple where they work and where they live.
An in-depth look at why many are leaving California for the Valley of the Sun.
Only on ABC15 Mornings.
Whether that's sharing how to grow things, sharing dishes, or just sharing stories about your culture and where you're from.
We take you to a garden where the gardeners are growing more than just food.
Worker safety.
Performance and productivity goes down, absenteeism goes up.
Does your job do enough to focus on your well-being? Well, TGIT, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm Allison Rodriguez in for Kaylee O'Kelly today.
And I'm Nick Saletti. Yes, happy Thursday. We're going to get to your traffic and most accurate forecasts in just a moment. But first, we have to show you this. We want to start with that wild scene this morning in Chandler, a home there with a giant hole in it. You can see here in this video after somebody drove their car through it.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable, Nick, to think that this would happen in any neighborhood. But this is in Chandler near Alma School and Germain. Amelia Fabiano is there this morning for us. So, Amelia, this was actually a brand new car. I mean, not even 48 hours old.
Allison, not even 24 hours old. They literally had just bought this car hours before this whole situation happened. Just really unfortunate all around. And check out the damage it left behind. You can see that giant gaping hole right in the front of this house on Wild Horse Drive here in Chandler. So we're told by a friend of the driver that when that driver was test driving that Tesla, the car reversed into a bedroom is actually what that room is here at this house across the street. So check out the video our crew on scene took last night, because Chandler police say this all happened at about 9 p.m. You can make out just how far that black Tesla traveled into the home. Pretty scary. And it also hit a Prius parked nearby on the way. So the family living inside this house now without a place to live, obviously, for the time being, as they figure out this situation. They told us, luckily, no one was seriously hurt, although a man apparently had been lying on top of the bed inside of that room as the Tesla sort of pushed on top of it, which I can't imagine must be horrifying to experience. So the family told us they do rent this home. They don't own this home, and they are staying in a hotel for the time being as they figure out repairs, but just, as I said, unfortunate for everybody involved in this. Luckily for the driver, we were told by their friend that they did figure out insurance as they walked out of that dealership. So that was all straightened away before this happened. So hopefully that helps them out with this a little bit. Chandler police, of course, now investigating, Nick, and we're waiting to hear if anybody else was hurt during this situation, how that driver's doing, and if any of the other family members were hurt in this situation. So hopefully we get an update on that today.
Yeah, all important questions, Amelia, but just the fact that the car landed on that man's bed, my goodness. I mean, this could have just been so much worse. Our Amelia Fabiano live for us this morning in Chandler. In the meantime, got to talk about our weather and that most accurate forecast. Meteorologist Iris Hermosillo standing by right now. Iris, we know beautiful sunrise this morning, but it's giving way to some heat coming in.
Yeah, and hopefully you've got a smoother drive into work this morning than that person did as they took their new vehicle maybe home, or they were trying to head home, right? Hey, as you start the day, we are waking up to clear skies. The sun came up a while ago, and we're seeing just nice conditions this morning as we look live at Camelback Mountain. If you've got time to go for a hike, now is the time to do it. Our temperature has just dropped into the mid-70s as of the top of the hour. I told you we'd see them drop a little further, those temperatures. And again, we're now at 75. A comfortable start to what's going to be another hot day. So take advantage of the morning conditions. We'll be into the 90s by lunchtime, and then this afternoon, more triple digits. A high of 100 as you're heading home. It's likely that AC will be on. And you're going to notice the palm trees waving around too as those winds pick up across the valley and across the state. That's prompting a fire danger. So I'm going to break down the alerts in place today and into tomorrow in that full forecast still ahead. Megan Thompson, though, has been busy watching the roads for us here this morning on this Thursday. Hey, Megan.
Hi, Iris. And you know, I normally don't have to talk about the Loop 202 South Mountain very much. It's usually smooth sailing. There are some hazards in this area. Let me get you you up to speed on it. Loop 202 northbound of the South Mountain Freeway near Broadway Road. You notice this semi truck off to the right. It appears it's going to start moving, maybe getting out of the roadway. And we did have some DPS troopers off to the left. So hopefully this one is actually in the clearing stages. Just be prepared. You may see some flashing lights through that area as we continue to monitor that scene for you. As we check the I-10 eastbound, we see nice green conditions there in the West Valley. It's as you get closer to the stack that your speeds will start to drop. So here are those desert drive times, 23 minutes, just barely getting into the yellow on the 10 from the Loop 303 to the mini stack, but we know that's going to continue to climb. So we'll get a check of traffic predictor, look at to see what those average speeds will be when you head out the door in the next half hour or so. That's coming up, Allison.
All right, we'll see you in just a little bit. You know, today is the last day of school at Frank Elementary in Guadalupe. Students returning to campus after having to go on lockdown Wednesday because of a deadly shootout. MCSO saying deputies were called to the neighborhood near Baseline and Priest after reports of a man shooting near the school. So MCSO is saying the man shot a police drone, then shot at SWAT officers. They returned fire, killing the man. We spoke with families who had to wait for the all clear to pick up their kids.
I wanted to cry. It was scary. It was really scary. You never know what's going to happen, you know?
No one at the school and no deputies were hurt.
6:05 this morning, COVID-19 cases are climbing across the country, and a new forecast from the CDC shows hospitalizations and deaths are rising as well. COVID hospitalizations are now up more than 60% in the past month. The CDC projection shows admissions will continue going up in almost every state over the next month. The CDC says it's in talks with the FDA about making the booster shot available to everyone. Now, right now, it's recommended for people 50 and up and anybody who is immunocompromised. Today, the CDC is expected to authorize Pfizer's booster shot for kids 5 to 11. Children in this age group can get that third dose if it's been at least 5 months since their first 2 shots. As for Arizona specifically, we're digging deeper into the numbers. The Department of Health Services is reporting more than 7,000 new confirmed cases in their latest weekly update. You can see here on the screen in this graph, those numbers have been going up the last few weeks, and hospitals are reporting slight increases in their number of COVID patients.
6:06 and new for you this morning. The red hot housing market showing more signs of cooling a little bit. The Commerce Department says permits for future building hit a 5-month low in April. The same report also shows a record backlog of homes waiting to be built. You know, Americans are on the move right now, a major shift happening across our country. People leaving more populated, expensive urban areas to go to smaller, more affordable cities. This morning, ABC's M. Wynn shows us what's motivating families to take that leap.
Sherry Alford lives in the suburbs of Nashville, Tennessee. She and her husband moved cross-country from California in hopes of a better life.
Dramatically improved the quality of living for us.
In Pasadena, Sherry had been renting a 1958 home for $3,400 a month and struggled to keep up with the state's other rising costs. But she stayed to take care of her husband's mother. And when her mother-in-law passed in 2020, she decided it was time.
The quality of life issues were such that we were very anxious to still, okay, let's go figure out how we want to spend the rest of our lives.
Sherry is not alone. U.S. Census estimates show that during the pandemic, Americans moved out of more populous areas like New York, Los Angeles, and Washington, D.C., and moved into smaller cities. In fact, according to the census, between the spring of 2020 and summer of 2021, California saw an estimated net loss of nearly 300,000 residents, a sharp turnaround for a state long seen as a hub for growth. Dr. Peter Haslag at Vanderbilt University says his research shows this trend is unusually widespread.
A shift to remote work has allowed people to decouple where they work and where they live.
Erin Kruger runs her own Nashville real estate company and website. In 2020, she started targeting disaffected Californians in online ads.
It's been really successful. We have 4 seasons. No state income tax, which is a huge plus, and low property taxes overall.
But with this growth comes consequences. Haslag says accommodating the expansion could also spark issues with infrastructure, schools, and affordability.
Areas are going to have to make some decisions about, what the future looks like and whether to invest or not invest in those resources.
For locals, it could mean getting pushed out of the city as homebuyers from out of state with extra cash make the housing market more competitive. Meantime, cities losing residents could see a drop in prices over time. Even so, for many who have already moved on, like Sherry, there's no going back.
This was really a brand new start coming here. Even if not this very house, this is where I want to stay. This is home.
M. Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
Okay, so digging deeper into that census data, Arizona actually grew. Many of you know this if you just look around. Phoenix experiencing the largest growth for larger cities during the pandemic, followed by places like Austin, Nashville, and Tampa.
6:10 this morning, making changes and making a comeback. Next on ABC15 Mornings, it's time to bring back the greatest show on earth.
Dealing with interest rates and inflation. Wall Street opening up in just about 20 minutes, and things could keep getting worse.
We are surrounded by fresh flowers and produce because all new this morning, we're going to take you inside of a community garden helping refugees adjust to their brand new lives.
6:13. Let's get to more of your morning headlines. Today, President Joe Biden is going to host the leaders of Sweden and Finland after the two countries announced they want to join NATO. Afterwards, the president is going to be in a 5-day trip to Asia. He's scheduled to meet with the leaders of South Korea, Japan, also Australia and India as well. Health officials in Massachusetts are confirming the first case of monkeypox in the U.S. They say the man recently traveled to Canada. There have been 9 cases of monkeypox recently reported in the UK. Today, the Senate is expected to vote and approve additional support for Ukraine. The $40 billion aid package would send weapons and supplies, the bill easily passing in the House. The greatest show on earth is coming back. The Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus returning without live animals in their act. The 50-city tour across North America is expected to start next September. As soon as we get confirmation on any dates here in the Valley, we'll let you know.
Well, refugees from around the world finding a sense of community in Phoenix. It's all because of a program giving them a space to grow their own food. Jamie Warren live there this morning to show us how all of this works. This is a really neat idea, Jamie.
It really is, Allison. We are walking through one of their several community gardens participating in this. That's why you see all of these beautiful sunflowers and fresh produce. There are over 100 refugees.
All the time we need to keep it clean.
Abdul Jabbar Mohamdian knows how to make the fruits and vegetables in this garden thrive. It's how he made a living growing up in Sudan before fleeing over 20 years ago.
300,000 people was dead from the dictator government, make a lot of people seeking refugees.
Now living in Phoenix,
this is called Roma tomato.
He found others with similar experiences at New Roots, community gardens provided by the International Rescue Committee.
This program started in 2007, but this property opened in 2018. And one of their favorite things about it is this aquaponics greenhouse where the fish inside of these tanks help provide nutrients to the plants inside.
We plant them over here.
Participants help cover the cost of water and soil, but New Roots provides the space and land.
Whether that's sharing how to grow things, sharing dishes, or just sharing stories about your culture and where you're from.
They can keep the food they grow for themselves or sell it, like Mohamdian.
In Sudan, we can plant it in all over.
A success story, recently creating his own business with his family and now teaching others how it's done.
We always thank them. Thank this program, thank this organization. They show you how to start, in your life, in your new life, in the new country with the new people.
So they also offer nutrition classes for these refugees. I'm told there are some individuals from Afghanistan currently participating in that. And when you look at all of this fresh produce, you think, I want to buy some of this. They do sell monthly produce boxes. We have information on how to get your hands on one of those under this story at ABC15.com. For now, reporting live in Phoenix, Jamie Warren, ABC 15, Arizona.
That's a great story. Thank you so much, Jamie. Hey, it's 6:17. I want to give you an update that just came in, our drought update, and unfortunately, it just keeps getting worse and worse. We are now seeing the exceptional drought back in our state. That's the worst level of drought. It's covering 3% of Arizona now. Now, the total drought still stands at 98%. It's been there for the last few weeks, but again, things are getting worse, especially in that northwest pocket of our state where that exceptional drought has now worked its way in. So Mojave County, right in that northwest corner as you're heading up to Nevada and Las Vegas. So unfortunately, we could see this expand even further out, as I'm not seeing any rain chances in our forecast, not here in the valley, not across northern Arizona, and not through at least the next 7 days. Now, across the valley, we still have a moderate drought, so it's really northwest Arizona where we've seen things get worse. But again, we could see that worst level of drought expand a little further. Here's how things have changed. I mean, I remind you that last year it was pretty bad. We had very high drought conditions across much of Arizona. Then we had some improvements as our summer monsoon kicked in and brought us a lot of that rainfall. But again, things have gotten worse. 3 months ago, we were still looking at most areas being drought free, but now we're seeing that drought expand, and we're looking forward to hopefully seeing more monsoon rains this upcoming season that will help improve those conditions. You know, we're going to be watching it closely. Now, with the very dry conditions in place and now winds also in our forecast that are going to be stronger, our fire risk is going back up. Today, the highest risk across northern Arizona, but you're seeing at least a moderate risk across central Arizona. Then tomorrow, that risk increases even further across our state. And again, it's as those winds get stronger. Right now, winds are below 10 miles an hour all across Arizona. But notice by this afternoon, here's 6 p.m., we start to see those breezes pick up across northern Arizona and here in the valley too. Then tomorrow, it'll be a breezy start to the day. Here's the morning time in northern Arizona with some light breezes here in the valley. But watch as the day goes on, breezy to windy across the state on Friday. Tomorrow will be the day of the strongest winds, where we could get gusts as high as 30 to even 40 miles an hour from the valley to our East Valley foothills. For northern Arizona, gusts could go as high as 45 miles an hour today and then as high as 55 miles an hour tomorrow. So we already have fire alerts in place today across northern Arizona in the pink. Those are fire weather warnings. Then all of northern, eastern, and southeastern Arizona and our Maricopa County foothills will be under fire weather watches that could be upgraded to warnings by tomorrow as the risk for fires goes up. 75 our temperature right now. Winds are light out of the east at 6 miles an hour. Here's how your day shapes up. We'll be back into the 90s as we head into lunchtime, and then our high peaks at 100, but those winds will usher in some cooler air. So look what's happening. 90s starting tomorrow. I know, not a big drop, but we'll be closer to normal with highs in the mid-90s through the weekend.
ABC 15 Desert Drive Time, sponsored by Accident Law Group.
6:20, and let's take you live outside now. Good morning to you. I'm Megan Thompson. I love this shot of downtown Phoenix from our ADOT cameras near the I-10 and 19th Avenue. Here are those eastbound lanes. Cars are making their way through this stretch, but they are starting to slow down. So I wanted to look at those desert drive times for you, how long it will take to get from one spot to the other. In this instance, we're talking about the Loop 303 in the West Valley, making your way all the way down from the stack towards the mini stack. That's checking in at 25 minutes. The average speed is just about 10 miles per hour below the speed limit through that stretch. Just north of the 10 McDowell Road and 41st Avenue, we have a crash. A wide view of those traffic conditions in your area mostly look nice and green. So let's look ahead of what things will look like in the next half hour or hour as we look at Traffic Predictor to see what's going on. I-10 eastbound from the Loop 303 to the mini stack right around 7:30. Those speeds tracking to be about 45 miles per hour. By 7:30 on the 17 from the 101 to the stack, that's right around 60 miles per hour and 65 miles per hour for you. And nice green conditions are expected on the 51.
Feeling tired, maybe just going through the motions right now. So that's the reality for so many workers right now. So at 6:24, the new emphasis on improving worker health.
Will Arizona gas prices hit $6 a gallon? Oh, we hope not. But we're going to talk about why we all need to start caring about the price of diesel. We're breaking that down for you coming up at 6:31.
And we're always looking ahead for you. So how hot is it going to be next week? At 6:49, meteorologist Iris Hermosillo is back with that exclusive Super 7-day forecast as we leave you with this, a beautiful look at the sunrise.
Well, Apple wants to help people get into the IT world. The company is offering online training to become an IT professional. Completing the 2 courses does take about 27 hours, so a heads up there. There's also a certification exam. Participants will learn tech support for Apple devices and how to better utilize them in the workplace. Apple will eventually offer prep courses for the training through Maricopa Community Colleges. You know, workplaces have been invested in keeping employees safe from COVID, but there was a new emphasis on taking care of their total health. A new survey finding workers who report feeling unsafe at work were almost 3 times as likely to experience depression and anxiety symptoms. And feeling unsafe can mean a variety of things, too.
Comfortable to raise your hand and express an issue, right? If you see something that potentially could cause you or others harm, that could be direct harassment, certainly. It could be bullying. It could be much softer, much more pervasive and harder to pinpoint.
So experts say an average companies spend more than $15,000 a year for each employee experiencing a mental health issue. But employers that support mental health see a return of about $4 for every $1 invested. Okay, in honor of Endangered Species Day and World Oceans Day, Odyssey Aquarium in Scottsdale has a fun new art challenge where kids can earn a free admission ticket. That's important.
Okay, so all they have to do is create a piece of art on an endangered species and make it out of recycled materials. I love this. You can turn them in at the lobby starting tomorrow, and this goes through June 8th.
Yeah, this would be a great idea for your nephews. All the artwork submitted will be put on display in the Kids Corner gallery. Do they like to craft?
Well, thankfully, they did not inherit my art skills, so they already have a leg up.
They might do well then. All right, next at 6:30, as desperate parents struggle to feed their babies, the government is taking more action now to help.
Plus, stocks taking a major tumble across the globe. Markets are just moments away from opening here in the U.S. So can Wall Street make a comeback?
Temperatures today still pretty warm, hot really. In central Arizona, we'll reach 100 in Phoenix. Triple digits out to our northwest with 70s, 80s, and a few 90s up north. But winds, they're picking up, and that's increasing the fire risk. I've got the latest on the alerts for you in that full forecast still ahead.